So real quick, once you have all your data, right, basically what you're going to do, like I said yesterday, all right, obviously first things first, you got to get all your data collected. You cannot start the scatter plot until you have all of your data, right? So like I said, if we're doing shoe size versus height, you want to take the range of your values. So the smallest and the biggest, right? Oops, I spelled that wrong. You guys know how to spell big. Smallest to biggest, right? Same thing with your Y values. With shoe size, I want the smallest shoe size to the largest shoe size, right? That's going to help me figure out what scale I need to do on my actual graph. So for example, a lot of us are doing like screen time, right? So if my screen time ranges from, 1 hour to 14 hours, right? 14 minus 1, that's 13 different data points, okay? And then let's say, what are a lot of people doing? There are a lot of people doing screen time versus like GPA, okay? So if I'm doing GPA, obviously the lowest GPA is 0, the highest is 4, so that's 4 kind of units in between there, right? So for my x-axis, obviously I'm going to label it screen time. I cannot spell today. Screen time in hours, and then my y-axis is my GPA. And again, everyone's variables are going to be different, so you really just have to do this independently and look at your data values, okay? So if my screen time, like I said, is going from 1 hour to 14 hours, then I should probably have 1 hour here. There's 20 notches, right? So if I need 14 different notches, I honestly might just want to go by ones. So 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's okay if a little bit of the axis is not being used. We want to spread it out as far as possible, right? Which brings me to GPA. If I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, that doesn't give me a very good spread of data, right? I have 20 notches here, so 20 notches. And then, like I said, with my GPA, I have 4 kind of increments. So every little notch, we go by 5s. So let's say I want 0, right? 0 is obviously the origin. 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1.0, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, 2.0. And then, 225, 25, 275, 3.0, 325, 35, 375, 4.0, right? Again, you want your axis to be spread on the y and the x as much as possible, because if you only confine it to this little square, we're not going to get a very good idea of what my scatter plot's association is. So I want to spread it out on the x, spread it out on the y as much as possible, but make it proportional, right? I don't want to go 1, 5, 7, 10, 20, 30, 100. That's not going to make sense. So whatever your values are, spread them out. You do all your little dots wherever they are. Figure out the association. And if you don't know what to write for your summary, just go back to the front. Right here tells you exactly what you need to be including in your summary. So if you're on top of it, you should be able to get this whole thing done today, ready to turn in by Friday. And then Thursday we can just do a nice fun activity to close out the week.